You truly got some haters mad at you right now for some strange reason. This person, this particular person, thought you was a goofy, but finding out you are highly intelligent after they tried to put you in unnecessary drama and slandered your name in front of others. This person has learned a valuable lesson and is paying a price currently for coming against you. And the reason why they're paying this price is because you were innocent in the whole situation. And this person had groups of people coming against you for no reason because they was jealous of you and they just didn't like you. This is what I pick up from this particular person. They didn't want you to flourish in life. They was jealous of your gifts and your talents, and you were shifting forward and doing things that your heart desired. And this person, this hater, was upset that you were the one flourishing and not them. They couldn't understand why you were so blessed, why everything was going good in your life, why you were always happy, and they want to rain on your parade. They literally want to do that because they just didn't want the blessing to be yours. They didn't want it to be you that had this particular blessing and what you were doing. They was intimidated by your success, intimidated by your growth, and intimidated by who you were as a person. And I take it you are very beautiful. This person might be a member of the alphabet community, if you know what I mean. Your loving feminine energy irritated this alphabet person because they just didn't like your femininity being natural and theirs wasn't natural. They wanted to be you, and because they can't be you, they got mad because of who you are and that it was you receiving the blessing. This is what this person was upset about. And if this person is not a member of that alphabet community, this person was just jealous because you were getting things in life that they couldn't obtain. And you were doing it the right way, the legal way. And they weren't. And they thought you were doing it the illegal way to get your whatever you got in this life. But found out that you were getting it the right way. You had faith. You put in the work to get where you are the right way. You wasn't doing wrong things out here like they assumed that you were probably doing. Because they just couldn't believe that you lived in that mansion or you lived in that new community in a nice neighborhood and you did it all on your own without no help from anybody. They couldn't believe who you were and what you were doing. This is what they're mad at. They couldn't believe you were the person that was shutting everything down based off your ability to move forward in life. This person was really your hater. They were really, really your hater. They didn't want you to find love. They didn't want you to find happiness. They didn't want you to be well. They didn't want none of that for you. They wanted you to be down in the dumps and miserable. But because you're not a miserable person, you're always happy. They couldn't figure out why you were so happy. Well, your happiness and your joy come naturally. Your happiness and your joy comes from the Holy Spirit. This person knew nothing about that because they're not filled with the Holy Spirit. So they thought that because they were taking things from you, slandering your name to others, trying to make your life hard and make you look bad in front of other people, they thought they was taking something from you. But they wasn't taking your joy. They wasn't taking your peace. Yeah, you probably put this person in their place and you still came out joyful and happy right after that because that joy was given to you by the Holy Spirit no matter what these people thought about you. no matter what this person perceived about you to be. And this is what they don't understand. This is why they're upset, and they don't understand why you are the way you are, and why they're suffering because of all this they done against you. Instead of you suffering, instead of them trying to do everything behind your back because they assumed that you were a goofy. Yeah, this person thought you was a goofy. They thought when they did stuff to you and was talking to people about you that you wasn't going to catch on to the schemes and the drama they were doing. This is what they thought. They thought when they really thought you were that goofy and unintelligent enough to catch on to what they were doing. I take it they wanted you to fall in the pit that they had for you, and you didn't fall in it. Matter of fact, you went around that pit. You didn't go straight through it. You saw it and you walked around it. And instead of you falling in it, they fell in it. And now people are looking at them as the goofy person, the goofy people they are. This person is the goofy. Wasn't nothing goofy about you. You were always highly intelligent. You saw what they were doing. You saw what they doing from day one, from a mile away. They could not run the wool over you. They couldn't do that, but they tried it. All out of spite, all out of envy, all because they just didn't like you and felt like you shouldn't have been the person there in your position and you shouldn't have had it. You owe these people, you owe this person nothing. You don't owe them no respect. You don't owe them no explanation. You don't even owe them you being nice and a good person because they wanted to take that bad side out of you. You don't owe them anything, but you do owe them to not deal with them no more and to move forward, because you don't deal with people like this. You don't deal with foolish people like this. And they thought you was going to deal with it and put up with it. You don't deal with mess and confusion. You deal with righteous things. And this is what this person is having a rude awakening about. They just thought you was anybody. There was nothing goofy about you as a person. You just didn't operate like them. You weren't out here making other people's life hard for your success. You weren't out here slandering other people's name to get where you are today. But they assumed that you were doing these things. So they try to make you out to be the fool and lie on you to others and make it seem like you were one way to have people perceive you in a certain way when they know they are like that. This is what they didn't realize. You were too intelligent. You don't move in ignorance. You wait till people show you something and then you put people in their place. And that's what you did. That's what they mad about. This person is mad, or several people that they're dealing with is mad because you put them in their place and they wasn't expecting it from you. They wanted you to be their punching bag, wanted you to put up with the mess because they thought you were a goofy person and that you were childish, but they found out the hard way. You're very mature, you're wise, and you're not with no foolishness or mess. That's what they're realizing. And because of that, they made you out to be a bad person. But the truth eventually is going to come to light about this person and what they done to you in order to ruin you, ruin your reputation. And they also are getting a severe wake-up call about you not being this goofy person they thought you were. That's their wake-up call. And it's a hard pill to swallow, knowing that you are not what they thought you were, but you're totally opposite. And you ain't here to play no games. You ain't playing no games with these people. These people got served. This person got served by you. They tried to serve you and got served. Y'all seen that movie You Got Served with, I think it's B2K, Omarion and Marcus Houston? Well, they got served. Even though this ain't no dance battle, they got served by you because they wasn't supposed to be thinking this way about you in the first place because they felt like you were less than and beneath them. When really you are higher than them. And you ain't here to play no games or to beat to their tune, but to beat to your own. And also to beat to the tune of the Holy Spirit. That's what you here for. And if people mad about that and you got haters because of that, that's their problem. You put this person in their place as you rightfully should have. They shouldn't have came for you sideways when they got a whole bunch of skeletons in their closet. And that's the energy I'm just picking up about it. And that's also the prophetic message I got for a royal one. It sucks to be this person, whoever they are, whether they're a member of the ABC alphabet community or they're not, and they're just one hater, which is interpreted as your biggest fan. Let them be your fan, let them be your hater, and let it be their problem and not yours on how they feel about you. You keep shining and you keep being joyful and happy and keep being filled with the Holy Spirit that God has put in you so you could be a light and shine in this dark world. And until next time, shalom.